Hello, it's Ricardo and welcome back to Farming Simulator 2022. Cotton farming. That's what it's all about. You can make some huge money cotton farming, but you are going to need some specialist equipment. And we're going to go through all of that and the field conditioning in this video. So, how do you farm cotton? Farming cotton, planting cotton, nurturing the fields are all relatively easy. And when all laid out, it looks absolutely fantastic. These little plants, they're a veritable goldmine in Farming Simulator 2022. Growing cotton I have found to be really lucrative, but you are going to need some specialist equipment and a little bit of nurturing as well on the fields. This is what cotton looks like when it's all ready to harvest. You've got the grey, sort of brown, withered plants with those lovely white buds, those pure looking white buds of cotton. You're going to need a cotton combine harvester that's going to pluck those buds off the leaves and then compact them down into a huge bale. Either way, this is what we're going to be after. We're going to plant some cotton. I've gone for quite a small field, but I've got a massive planting machine that I'm using to plant some of my other fields as well. This field, well, you know, it's going to get me about £72,000 for one bale of cotton. So that's going to be quite good, and that's not even a full bale of cotton. More likely £80,000 at current February prices. Either way, cotton gets planted in the March and then gets harvested in the October. Okay, but you can also plant it in the February. So be careful because it spans two ends of that particular map. As you can see, Johnson's Farmers Market in February will give you 4,198, yet the Spinnery will give you 4,106. And that's at the peak of its prices in February. So if you get a bale, you might want to hang on to it. So like I said, cotton is a veritable gold mine. But what you need to do to get to plant this? Well, you're going to need a planter that will be able to plant cotton. And the icon for cotton is down at the bottom right hand side. You're also going to need to fill that planter full of seeds. No dramas there, we should all know that. This field here has been cultivated. It's been limed. It's been fertilized. It's then been limed again and then fertilized again, all ready for planting. I'm going to hire a worker. The worker is going to plant in nice straight rows all my cotton. And there you go, it's away. Clearing out some of those old nasty weeds as well that for some reason my weeder missed. So looking behind now, you can see it's doing its thing and it is planting its cotton. Couldn't be happier. So let's take a look at the machinery that you're going to need. So by going to the traders, you can see you've got cotton technology as well there. That's no problem. You've got planters. That's the planter I've currently gone with, the John Deere 1775 NT, but you can get bigger and smaller ones that will actually do it. But you are looking for that cotton icon at the bottom, as you can see right next to the sugar beet and the sunflowers. So any of these will basically do it. It's great. You don't have a big whopping, great big massive thing to make some easy money in Farming Simulator 2022. You just got to get in there and have a go. If you're stuck and you don't know what to look for, you can also go to the package deals, and the package deals by clicking on cotton will tell you that you need a JCB tractor. You're going to need a Module Express 635 cotton picker, a lizard trailer, and that will pull the bales onto the back. And you're also going to need different planters and weight. So there's not an awful lot to it. I say the bigger the field, the bigger the planter you're going to need to use. So that's the equipment you need, and all that will be waiting in the car park for you once you buy it or once you lease it. Like with all my crops, I like to get the weeding and the rolling and the fertilizing and liming out the way before the crop is actually sold, really. So what we do, right, is apply your lime, great. Apply your fertilizer, great. Do that another time so it's fully fertilized, and then plant your seeds. Once you've planted your seeds, time to get a roller. Now, depending on the size of the field, you might want to go for that massive roller, right? The Dalbo Mega Roll 2430. But really, the small one will do just as well. And by rolling the field, you are going to stamp down the seeds that you've got, and you'll get an added bonus as well to your harvest. So there we go. There's a bit of rolling going on. We're going to get that rolled down. We've got our cotton planted. We're all fertilized up. And after that, it's time to do a little bit of light weeding, just to make sure no more weeds get through. Here I've got my special weeder. It's the Chopster 590, I believe it is. It's got nice hoe-like attachments on it. So if your field is in a position or a status where it says you need to use a hoe, you go for the Chopster. This needs simple weeding. It's a very tactile weeder. There's no hoppers on the back that allow you to plant. It does what it says on the tin. As you can see, I've got a weight on the front as well. So that's what I've gone for, the Chopster 590 row guard. That's my go-to weeder and hoe that I use for my fields. Nice, easy, tactile weeder, no nasty chemicals, and you're going to get, once you've weeded, a good bonus. Now you can see with the cotton technology as well, right, there are certain other things you're going to need to have as well. So we've already mentioned that we're going to need a cotton harvester, which travels at 6 miles an hour. Here's the Module Express 635. That's what we need to pluck the cotton buds off the plants and then compress them into bales. You can't do an awful lot of configuration here. The wheel setup is standard. You can change the wheel brand. Unfortunately, at this stage of the game, you can't go changing the colour. So once bought, that's going to be in the car park for you as well. You're also going to need a lizard trailer. That's going to allow you to pull the bales off the ground with these little rails that are on the back and get them on the back of your trailer. This trailer here, which you can take them off to market or wherever you are you're actually going to go and sell them. So through the growing seasons, there's not an awful lot of change to the cotton plants. These are obviously not ready to harvest. We're in the March here, so they've just been planted. And here we are in the October harvest time. We've got our cotton harvester, which when you hire your worker, or if you're more tactile and hands-on of a farmer, you can drive yourself. There it goes, plucking out all the buds of cotton off the plants, leaving the plant behind, and then compressing it all down in the back of this particular combine. When it's ready, there's a facility here as well where you can hit auto baling. So when you get to the point where it's full, it'll automatically drop a bale of cotton out the back of that combine harvester. Or you can do a manual bale drop. Perhaps you've got to like 70% and you haven't planted as much on a particular field, or the field is small and won't produce enough cotton bales to fill the capacity of this particular harvester. Anyway, even this relatively small field that I'm currently harvesting here, right, field 41, full of cotton at these particular prices, I'm going to get about 71 grand for this. So you can see, if you can go for a much bigger field, how much money you can make just from cotton and selling it at the right time. As mentioned earlier on, you can either have it set to automatic bale, that when the harvester is full of cotton, it'll automatically pop a bale out, or you can, by looking at the menu, press bale. There you go, and out comes a lovely bale of cotton. That's £72,000 there, right there. And there it is being ejected right out of the back of that harvester. Now, to transport this to market, what you're going to need to do is get your cotton trailer. The cotton trailer's got like chains on the back of it that will pick up when you reverse it and automatically load the baler or the bale of cotton onto the back of the bale transporter. So here we are getting ourselves all lined up. Now, one of the ways I've found of doing this is to line your trailer up, as I've done here, detach from the trailer, orientate your tractor so it's nice and straight, and then all you can do is put it into transport position by pressing B and reverse into it, and it will automatically load that bale of cotton onto your transporter, your bale trailer, and then it's now time to get yourself off to market. Now here we go. So where are we going to sell it? So down to prices, down to cotton. Here we go. And we can see the spinnery is going to give us 3,700, but Johnson's Farmer Market, and this is October as well, mind, is going to give us 3,962. So I think it's time to go and sell it up there as well. Let's set our automatic driving and get a worker to take it up there while we do something a little bit more productive on the farm. Once you're at the market, move around the back, you know the area, and then find the solid drop-off point not on the grid. When you're ready, press I to decant it. You can offload, unload bales, press Y. That bale comes off the back of your trailer. Nice and easy. And when it disappears, then you get to work out exactly how much you've got. And as I mentioned, 74,296 British pounds for that one bale of cotton. So with a bigger field, you can just imagine how much you can make. So perhaps cotton is the best place for bigger fields as opposed to the smaller ones. Anyway, back to more work on the farm now. As you can see, I've got loads of sugar beets that I've got to harvest. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you soon.